Okay, today will be a different video. It will be about rest in a time of war. Now, if you're in spiritual warfare, such as I am, and at some point you will be, you have to take time to rest. As Jesus said in the scriptures, he says, "Come to me, all who are weary and tired, and I will give you my yoke, which is light. And he will give you rest." So, in a spiritual war, which is what we're in, people might say, "I can't rest. I can't drop my guard." Well, it's not dropping your guard. You see, rest in spiritual war is recharging. Okay, you have to rest. Even Jesus, throughout his ministry, as you know, he healed and was casting demons out, healing people, and he was serving. But what did he always do? He always took time, a rest. He always rested every day he could and went to the silent place that he had where he could spend time with his Father, recharge, refocus. We have to have something similar. Either when you're out on a walk, you have to rest, and that can be a way. You take a nice, comfortable walk in nature like I do, and that can recharge. Or you read the Bible, study scripture. Sometimes it's just taking a nap, okay? When we're physically tired, we rest. Well, when you're spiritually tired, you have to rest too. Because the more energy you spend, if you're not replenishing that, you're going to get weaker and weaker. And the enemy's going to wait. Okay? See, the enemy, people seem to think he's impatient. He's going to charge at you, because he's impatient. No, he's patient. He's willing to wait. He's willing to wait until you wear yourself down, until you stretch yourself out. Serving isn't bad. But if you don't take care of yourself, such as resting, you can stretch yourself too thin over the battlefield. Okay, you can serve too many people and you can burn yourself out, which happens to a lot of people. They get tired. So it's okay to say no. And if you know, it's not also mean or cruel to tell your family, "Look, this is my 15 or 20 minutes that I've set aside. It's for God. I don't want to be disturbed." You go into your quiet place, either on a walk or you have a room in your house, whatever. You go and you lock the door, turn your phone on Do Not Disturb, and you just sit there and rest, okay? You don't have to read anything. You just say a prayer to God. Say, "I'm resting. I'm here." Talk to him about what you're going through. But you have to take these times of rest. Nobody in a war, no soldier, goes all out all the time in a battle. You need rest. That's why they call it R&R. They sent their soldiers home, most of them, for rest and relaxation, because they knew you can't be going all out all the time. And the same with a spiritual war. You have to rest. You have to re-strengthen yourself. God didn't mean for you to just take on the whole war by yourself. He'll support you and uplift you, but you have to ask him for the strength, and you have to take care of yourself. I mean, what's the point if you burn yourself out in like the first month or two, and then how are you going to fight the rest of the war for the rest of your life? You're going to be tired. And also, as Paul said countless times, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Everybody's running their own race, okay? So we have to rest. That is why this is a bit of a different video, because in spiritual war, you can go all out, and you can go, hard, and that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm also resting. Because I know what happens when you get too tired. You get too tired, and then what happens? You make mistakes. When you get too tired, you slip up. Your defenses drop. And the enemy has an opening, and he's willing to wait. See, that's what people don't realize. He's patient, okay? The devil and his demon, they're patient. They're willing to just plant the seeds, water them with doubts in your thoughts and stuff. And they're willing to wait and let you destroy yourself, right? They're like, "Okay, he's fighting us. That's cool. Let him wear himself out." And a lot of people do. They burn themselves out. Pastors have it happen to them where they just stretch themselves out too much. Even deliverance ministers, they take on too much. And even Jesus advises you have to rest. I mean, look at the when he made the earth, when he made everything, he took the seventh day as rest. Did he need it? No, but he did it for you, to show you you need rest. You can't go all out all the time. You're just going to burn yourself out, and then you're not going to be useful to anybody. You'll let your family down, and you'll just keep failing at whatever you're doing because you're overtired. And that's why people that have deadlines at work, they get these, deadlines and stuff like I'm going through. I told them to take your deadlines and shove it. Okay, I'm not putting my health and myself in jeopardy because I got to care for my family. I'm not putting myself in danger for you guys. Okay, I'm not burning myself out in this heat. I'm not burning myself out in this humidity and stuff in this war for nothing. Okay, I'm not just going to burn myself out. I'm going to rest. If that means I got to take a day or two of not fighting, that's fine. I'm going to rest. Does that mean I'm going to fall? There was a side-by-side going way back there. No. You keep your guards up, but you rest. You see? People, even pastors, evangelists, everybody goes all out. And as you get older and you serve God, you're going to not be able to do everything you can do when you're younger. I can't do half the stuff I used to be able to do when I was younger. I could run all day. When I see kids do it now, I remember I could do that. Now, I can't. I get tired. And that's what happens. You get older. And in a spiritual war, you can get so burned out, you get tired of it, and then the temptations come more. You see, especially, I'll give you a tip for those that have stuck this far in the video. So I like dropping these spiritual tips because this is for the ones that actually stick through the video, not just click off after the first 5 minutes. You, in a spiritual war... Oh, never mind. I just lost that train of thought. See? Spiritual attack on me already. I just forgot that train of thought I was going to tell you. I was talking about... Oh, yes, rest. So, you have to rest, and as the temptations grow, if you're tired, you're going to be weaker and you won't be able to see the traps. So just find that time to rest. Okay? Keep yourself rested. As you can see, my thoughts are now scattered. Spiritual attack now because my thoughts are all over the place. But anyways, as you can tell, he's usually hitting me. So this video is about rest. So remember the importance of it. Rest. You can't fight. You can't go all out all the time. You need to recharge. And if you don't, you're just going to find it harder and harder. And you're going to find it easier to fall because you're burned out. So I'll leave the video off here. This is a voice in the wilderness, a soldier, bondservant of Christ. Stay safe in these dark and crazy times. And whenever you watch this, whether it's night or day, have a blessed day or night. Stay safe in these dark and crazy times. Keep your eyes skyward because he will be returning someday. Amen.